got, right? You know what you got here, right?
No.
He's hauling these people for money, is what he's doing. But sometimes they commingle dope.
No, but
He,
squatted
there's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put an extra.
Yeah, what is up, my fellow patriots? How y'all doing out there in America, land of the free, home of the brave? Me, the Wicked Wizard, back with another video. Tonight we got to talk about Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the left's absolute darling, MS-13 gang member, human trafficker, wife-beating criminal. They all big mad, big mad, big mad. He was released from a Tennessee jail by an activist judge and thought he was going to go home to be with his family in Maryland. Well, how'd that work out?
Abrego Garcia was leaving the jail in Tennessee and was in his car on the way up to Maryland. The government designated Uganda as the country of removal. It is preposterous that they would send him to Africa, to a country where he doesn't even speak the language, a country with documented human rights violations, when there are so many other options. This family suffered enough. So
you heard that. Hey, Alexa, what language do they speak in Uganda?
The official languages of Uganda are English and Swahili.
English.
However, Arabic, Banda, Niger Portofani languages,
All right, stop.
and Nilo-Saharan
Alexa,
languages
stop.
are also...
Thank you. Yeah, they speak English in Uganda, but so they're sending him to a place where he can't understand the language, but he doesn't speak English in America where we speak English. Yeah, make that make sense. Here he is. Ain't going home to spend time with his family in Maryland now, is he? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, criminal, bye-bye. I mean, he is an El Salvadorian citizen, right? So, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is from his wife. Let's hear what she has to say about this nice, fine, upstanding
protective
gentleman.
order. I think it was in December. But I didn't show up to the court because his family washed my brain, telling me that his dad was sick and not to do it. So I didn't do anything. But after that, it was I would call the police. I have a lot of police reports, and I kept trying to get to the door basement to try to open the door, and then he pushed me. So then when I was able to go outside to get a phone, I called 911 from a disconnected phone. Now they took a long time to get to the house. It was probably 20-30 minutes. So I saw a neighbor walking his dog, and I opened the door and I was like, help. And then when he heard me, he grabbed me from my hair and then he slapped me. And then the neighbor, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to react. I have pictures of the evidence, all the bruises, because even on Wednesday, he hit me around 3 in the morning. He would just wake up and hit me. And then last Saturday for my daughter's birthday party, before I went to my daughter's birthday party, he slapped me 3 times. And then last week I did call the police. My sister called the police because he hit me in front of my sister.
Wow, so you seen that, you heard that, huh? What a fine, upstanding gentleman that he is. Just wakes up at 3 a.m. and starts to bash the shit out of his wife. How nice. Here's the written documents of the violence allegations, right there. So, you can pause this and read that if you like. So, he's not the nice guy that everybody says he was. He's also a human smuggler, human trafficker, drug trafficker, and gun runner, MS-13 gangbanger.
Every day, another shoe drops on the Maryland dad.
That's him right there.
He was a suspect in a human trafficking operation dating back 3 years. And Fox Digital just got their hands on the body cam. But you're seeing it here first. Tennessee Highway Patrol stopped Kilmar for speeding and noticed he had 8 other people in the car. All no luggage. Take a look.
No documentation.
How are you?
Good, and you?
All right.
Everything good?
You got a bunch of people in here, don't you?
It's one for shit. Yes. Go back to work.
Gotcha. Where are you working at?
Where?
Where?
San Luis, Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm from to Maryland.
So where do y'all live at?
Where I live in? I live in Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah, Oxford.
Whose vehicle is it?
What, excuse me?
Whose car is it?
It's to my boss.
Your boss.
His boss.
Where's he live?
Mexico.
Where's your boss live?
Cartel.
My boss right now is staying in Maryland, but he lives in Texas, in Houston, Texas.
After talking to Kilmar, the officers had no doubt he was trafficking.
You know what you got here, right? He's hauling these people for money.
Yeah.
You got an ass hauler, is what he's doing. But sometimes they commingle dope.
No. What?
There's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put
8
extra
people.
row of seats in there.
Yeah.
And of course, this was during the Biden administration. So when they called, ICE and even the FBI, they were ordered to let them go, even though they had no license, no insurance, no registration. Not one of them had an ID. But the Biden admin said, let them go. And it keeps saying wrongfully deported Abrego Garcia was detained at a Baltimore ICE hearing. He was not wrongly deported. He had 2 deportation orders. He just listed that he's afraid to go back to El Salvador, where a rival gang had him on a hit list. But then he's not a gang member at the same time. So how does a rival gang have you on a hit list? But I don't know. Lefty logic. He was also found to be a flight risk after they released him. I mean, this is the hill that the Democrats are dying on. It's unreal. It really is.
Kilmar Abrego Garcia to Uganda. That's according to a DHS email made public in a court filing shortly after his release from custody, pending his criminal trial in January. And officials say Garcia has 72 business hours notice before removal, giving his lawyers some time to challenge the latest deportation efforts.
There's the Senator Chris Van Hollen from Maryland going to check on his constituent. Chris, illegal aliens are not your constituents, dude. But, hey, whatever. In lefty land, Louisville, where they only care about illegals and criminals, that's what you're going to get.
Weaponizing the decision of which country they send him to. If their stated goal is to get him out of the country as quickly as possible, there's already a country that has offered him refugee status, that has committed itself not to redeport him to El Salvador, and that he has stated that he is willing to accept, right?
But the gang in El Salvador does not exist anymore. They all been locked up. So this is just a lot of whining, crying, and boohooing over nothing. He was offered he could go to Costa Rica. All he had to do was plead guilty to his human smuggling charges, and he would have been sent there. He chose not to. Therefore, he goes to Uganda. Yeah. And Alan Dershowitz over
by
here,
his lawyers. His lawyers
pretty much
never,
says it
ever should have tried to bring him
sums it up.
back to the United States. They should have filed a motion having him transferred from El Salvador or Nicaragua, where maybe there was some fear, to another place, say Argentina or Brazil. He might be a free man today if they had done that. Remember that he was ordered deported. The only flaw in the order was where he was sent, not...
Yep, that was it. The deportation orders were still there and valid. Look at his resume over here on LinkedIn. LinkedIn for gang members. Yeah, there's his resume. Man, I gotta love this chick's energy, man. She is just on fire. Yeah.
I have to do this. I am sick and tired of the issue of whether or not Abrego Garcia is an MS-13 gangbanger, okay? I had a gang unit as a prosecutor. It was one of the first in New York State. I had gang interpreters, gang investigators, and you identify a gang member by the colors or the tats, okay?
Yep, and he has the MS-13 tats, and, hey, it is what it is. Here goes this lawyer crying some more.
As he was leaving the jail in Tennessee on Friday, he'd been given a notice requiring him to check in at 8 a.m. this morning. The notice stated that the reason was interview. Clearly that was false. There was no need for them to take him into ICE detention.
Really?
He was already
Yes,
on electronic
2
monitoring
deportation
from the US
orders,
Marshal
and he's a
Service
flight
and
risk.
basically on house arrest.
Uh-huh.
The only reason that they've
Sure.
chosen to take him into detention is to punish
Criminals
him.
always follow rules.
To punish him for exercising his constitutional rights. His
Constitutional
right
rights
to fight
of
back
an
against
illegal
being illegally
alien.
deported to El Salvador. His constitutional right to speak up through his court filing
Yeah, sure.
on the torture and treatment that he
Don't you
received
feel
in El
so
Salvador
bad?
at the direct request of our government. His constitutional right not to allow his arm to be twisted to take a guilty plea if he doesn't want to. His constitutional right
Yeah,
to
you don't have to.
exercise his right to a jury trial on his criminal proceedings if he so chooses. And his constitutional right and his right under the Bail Reform Act to leave the prison and come home to his family. He's being
No,
punished
not
for
when you have a
exercising those rights.
deportation order. I mean, it is just insanity with these lefties, man. They are just completely crazy. Again, look at the guy's resume. This is the guy that they want to keep in our country at all costs. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. I mean, should this guy be allowed to stay in America? Is his constitutional rights being violated because he wasn't allowed to just go home and sit with his lovely family that he abuses? I mean, the Democrats, they don't care about American citizens like you and I. They don't care about law-abiding American citizens. They care about illegal aliens and criminals. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it out far and wide. Please sub up to my channels because I'm hurting over here and I need to get some more subscribers so we can continue to help Donald Trump make America great again. And until next time, my fellow patriots, peace out. Peace on out.